Good morning. So once again I am come here with you all with the help of this video, and in this video we are going to discuss another very important chapter of class 8 from social science geography segment. The title of the chapter you might have seen, it is air. So before going to move forward the later part of this chapter, let us try to understand what is air. Children, you may be knowing that one of the most important component for all the living creature that existing on this planet is air. So whether it is plants, whether it is animals, whether it is any aquatic animals or whatever the living creatures we can see in this environment, they need air for their survival. So what is air? Let us try to understand that first. It is said that horizontal or vertical movement of the wind is called as air. The air is also called as the atmosphere in geography. So what is the composition of this air in an environment? We will try to understand that before exploring to the later part of the chapter. Let us see. If you see here, I have just drawn one rough sketch to make you understand with the help of this what is the composition of air. It is said that oxygen is 21% in the air and carbon dioxide is 0.03%, argon is 0.93%, other gases is 0.04%, and along with the 78% of nitrogen. So for living in this earth, whether it is plants, whether it is animals, whether it is a human being, the air is very crucial or very important in all these different forms. So without air, life cannot be possible of any of these biotic component that exist in this environment. When we talk about the biotic components, what are these? Biotic components are those which have a life. Like we human beings are the part of biotic components, plants are the biotic components, animals are the biotic components along with the aquatic animals, and all the living organisms, right from a small bacteria to human being, whatever the living things we find on this earth, they are called as a biotic components. So for their survival, air, which is the composition of all these different gases, is very important. So we have discussed just now that how the air is important for all form of biotic life. Now, do you know this air which is present in an environment, the different forms of gas often get affected, and how these get affected? It's because of human actions. When we talk about the human actions, it means human activities. You see, human perform different kind of activities for their better survival or comfortable living. These actions causes for the threat to the environment, and we cannot isolate atmosphere from the environment. And what are these actions which affect the atmosphere or the air? Let us try to understand. These actions are constructional work. You might have seen the various construction work carried forward by the human being for their survival or for their comfortable living. Another is urbanization. Now urbanization means what? Urbanization means of expansion of the living site. No expansion of the living site, that is called urbanization. You might have witnessed within past few decades, country has experiences a huge increase of population. Now to settle this growing population, new places are required, and when these new places are constructed or built or the new settlement is made, that is called as what? That is called as the process of urbanization. Another is manufacturing. Our requirements are growing day by day, and to meet this requirement, a lots of manufacturing work is being carried forward. Do you know all these constructional work, process of urbanization and the manufacturing activities from one side making our life comfortable, and it's help us to fulfill our requirements, but other side it is widely affecting the air or the atmosphere that prevails in the environment. Now see how it's affect. You might have heard about the greenhouse effect. Now what is greenhouse effect? Greenhouse effect is creates in the atmosphere by tapping the heat radiations from the earth. Okay, what is it? As atmosphere create this by tapping the heat radiations from the earth, because of which only this earth is become a unique planet and it helps to survive all form of living creatures. Do you know, if the greenhouse effect could not have been taken place or could not have been seen in the earth, then this earth always could have been remained cold. Today you experience a different kind of temperature or the climatic conditions. So greenhouse effect has one of the important role. It is very because of this only what happened, the earth did not remain cold. Okay. Another is what? The global warming. The global warming is a big challenge for every nations and mankind and all the living creatures that fall on the earth, because this global warming is increasing threat to human being. Today you see there is a sudden change in the climatic conditions or weathering phenomena. No? Why all this happened? This has happened because of the global warming. Now what is global warming? Certain increase of carbon dioxide in an atmosphere. What is global warming? Sudden increase of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, which is not a good sign for any kind of biotic creatures. This root cause for global warming is what? The increased number of vehicles or the traffic which release the carbon dioxide. The industrial revolution, which is cause for the settlement of large number of industries and factories. These industries and factories not only discharge the carbon dioxide in the form of smoke, but it's also discharged it waste in the river and it's cause threat to the aquatic life. Now do you know, this release of smoke, the release by the industries and factories, by the vehicles, the increase of human population, which carried out the different kind of activities, causes for the sudden increase of the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, and that causes for the global warming. If you see the past few decades of temperature or the climatic report of this country or the world, then you will find that there is an increase of 4 degrees Celsius of temperature. Now, if such things will happen and no better initiative could have been taken, then what happened? It will surely affect the mankind. Now, this is the first segment of the chapter. Later segment, that is the different structure of atmosphere, we will discuss in the next video. Thank you.